Okay, awesome. Leslie's ready to work. Savannah is ready to work. All right, let's get started. Okay, so y'all have a test coming up on Friday. So we need to review some stuff. Go in your OneNote. Oh. Go to your OneNote, and in your OneNote, go to quizzes. So in your little folder, go to quizzes. And I was thinking about it, guys, and I'm gonna let you guys have your test as like a take-home test. And we're gonna do probably like half of it right now, if you're okay with that. I was gonna call it a study guide, but then I was like, let's just make this the test. So y'all okay with that? Yes, no?
That's fine.
Cool. Awesome. So we're gonna do that. So you'll go to quizzes and then the unit 5 test. Does everybody see this? Unit 5 test. Everybody see this? Yes, no?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because sometimes it doesn't send over correctly. So this is what I need you to do. I need you to go ahead and do this daily check-in. You see it off to the side? Go ahead and do that. And then drop me a thumbs up in the chat when you've done the daily check-in. The daily check-in is off to the side. Drop me a thumbs up when you finish it.
Dang. I'm on a daily check-in now. I don't even know what week it is. Dang.
Isn't it week 14? Yeah. Week 14.
I was sure finna put week 11. Swear.
Week 11. No, we only have 4 weeks left in the semester.
Dang, for real? 4 weeks?
Yeah,
I'm finna put that on the countdown.
you should. You most definitely should. We are almost done with the semester, y'all, which is scary, but part of life. Boom, boom. So you should be doing the daily check-in right here. Then you're gonna drop a thumbs up in the chat when you are finished. Boom, boom. Awesome. Casey's finished with her check-in. Is anybody else finished? Where is Nyasha? Steven? Awesome. Noah is finished. All right, I'm gonna give you guys about 30 more seconds. Hustle your best, FH. I'm finished. Awesome. Savannah is finished. I almost said the wrong call. All right. Hustle, 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 hustle. Been done. Wow. Awesome, William Jordy. All right, let's get started. So you should have paper. It's okay. I forgive you. You should have paper that looks like my paper, except maybe not as bad as my paper because mine got wet when I was moving, so it's very sad. Does everybody see a large piece of paper on their screen now? Yes, yes. And is it backwards? So we're going to title our page Unit 5 Test. All right. Okay, awesome. Can everybody see this? Do I need to write with the darker pen or you can see it? I don't know what happened, but I see a periodic table. I don't know what happened either. Do you see a piece of paper on your team screen? Okay. All right, here we go. So the first thing we're going to do is title your paper Unit 5 Test. And as always, put your name on your paper and your email address. Yes, yes. You scroll down and to the right. So scroll back to the left and up. But I'm going to be working all the problems, so it's okay if you can't see it. All right, here we go. So this section is molar mass. So let's put a dot off in the margins and call this molar mass. Everybody except like William. I think William, you like typing your stuff. So everyone else, Anna. Everyone else should be writing on paper. Hey, Steven, good morning. Good morning, Anna. I don't know what happened. All right, so the first one we're gonna work, guys, is number 1. And it is BICS. All right, how do we find the molar mass? So our steps will go over here somewhere. First thing you're gonna do is write the elements in the compound. Your paper should look similar to mine. Yes. Yes. Okay. Can you guys still see my paper? Is it good? Do I need to make it smaller? This is how we working today. Write the elements in the compound. Count the number of each element. Find mass on table. Multiply. Add. All right. Now y'all know y'all gonna have to speak up and tell me to slow down or speed up, whatever, right? Y'all gotta do that because I'm gonna just work. All right, there's a calculator on here you should have pulled up if you need to, and a periodic table. So for this first one, you have to write the elements in the compound. So we have Bi and Cs. Now we're going to count the number of each element. I have 1 of each. Now we're going to find the mass on the periodic table. What is the mass of Bi? What is the mass of Bi? So you should be looking at your periodic table to find the mass of Bi. What is the mass of Bi? There's a periodic table on your OneNote page. Scroll down and over to the right. There's a whole periodic table. It's underneath the calculator, which is underneath the daily check-in. Scroll down. There's a periodic table right there. Good job. Bismuth. Bismuth is my third favorite element, as it sounds funny when you say it. Bismuth. Good job, Casey. And now cesium is CS, and its mass is 132.905. Okay, so this is, do you see how neat and orderly this looks? This is how your page should also look, okay? Now we're gonna multiply. 1 times anything is itself, so 208,980. And then cesium times itself is 132.905. Now we're gonna add. When we add those together, what do you get? I need 3 scientists to tell me what they get. When you add those up together, what do you get? Oh. You add them together, what do you get? Ooh. There's a calculator on your page. What do you get? What did you get when you added them together?
341.885.
Yes, you did. You got, oh my gosh, 341.885 grams per mole. Okay, so here's another pet peeve of Miss Stanley's. I don't see answers unless they are boxed. So box your, ooh, just got makeup on my paper. Box your answers, okay? I don't see answers unless they are boxed. So box your answers. Yes, everybody okay? All right, let's move on to number 2. Number 2 is SeO3. So we skipped a line. Number 2, SeO3. First thing we're gonna do is write down the elements. We're gonna count how many of each one we have. We're gonna find the mass on the periodic table. What's the mass of Se? The mass of Se. Selenium. That's my 4th favorite. Selenium. What is the mass of Se? Hint, it is on the right side of the periodic table. Good job. Good job. What do I do next? Multiply. Good job, Savannah. 78.09. And what is 3 times 15.99? I got 47 points. That makes no sense. Yes, it is. It's 48, yeah, 47.997. Good job. And then tell me, what do I do now? Good job. What do I do now? Add. Good. When I add these together, what do I get?
126.087.
Yes, sir. Good job. 126.087 grams per mole. I'm not done though because I have to box my answer. Yes, yes. Let's do number 3. And then I'm gonna leave number 4 to you. So number 3 is H2, H little 2, parentheses, AuO, parentheses, 3. Okay, here we go. First thing I'm gonna do is lay out my compound. So let's see, I have hydrogen, gold, and oxygen. How many hydrogens do I have? How many hydrogens are there? Good, 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 good. 2, 2, good, good. Sorry, I gotta get down because I was in the car. It's just a review. This is a review, technically your test. This is your test. We're in OneNote, but don't worry about pulling up your OneNote if you're in the car, just follow along. But we are reviewing everything because you have a test, and this is your test. We're working together. I have 3, so this 3, and yes, you should have this little arrow. So 3 times 1 golds, so that's 3 golds. And then I have 3 times invisible 1 oxygens. You're welcome, boo. So that's 3 oxygens. Does everybody see how I got that part? Anybody need me to review how I got 3 and 3? Or are you good? Yeah. Okay. You good. All right, here we go. What's the mass of hydrogen? 1.0. 1.008. Gold. What's the mass of gold? Somebody find gold. What is the mass of gold? Hint, it is in the center. It is a transition metal. Good. Good. All right, we're going to use 1. That is right for the periodic table you got, Anna. We're going to use 196.967. Okay. Now I'm going to multiply 2 times 1 point is 2.016. 3 times, I can't type, 3 times 196.967. I got 590.901. Then 3 times 15.999. Once again is 47.997. Now I'm going to add. What do you get? What do you get when you add those together? Add them up, add them up. What do you get when you add those up? Oh. Whoa! Good job. 640.914 grams per mole. All right, now on your paper at the top, I want you to write number 4. So write a number 4 at the top. You're right. You're right, Anna. Write a number 4 at the top of your paper. This is the list of problems that you will have to go back and do on your own. So you're gonna have to go back and do number 4. If you're working in your OneNote, which William, I think, should be the only one working in his OneNote, you're gonna highlight it. So write number 4, okay? All right, so now, I don't care if you leave a little room to work number 4. I would prefer if you didn't. I would prefer if you did not. So we're gonna put a little bullet point there, and this is gonna go grams to mole. Okay. So I have a little heading like this. All right, this is number 1. Number 1 is 459 grams of SCl. All right. The steps. You're going to start with your given. Now, remember these steps? Do you need to write them down? Yeah, probably. All right. So 1, start with given. 2, cancel units diagonally. End with need on top. Number 4. We end with a need on top. We multiply across, divide. Oops, let's skip a step. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see all that because I wrote to the end. You really can't see any of that. There you go. I made an error right here, so these are scribbles. Okay. Can you see them now? Infinity. Awesome. Sorry, I made a mistake, so I had to get really close to my paper. All right, let me know when you guys have the rules written down. Boogity, 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 boop, boop. Awesome, Noah. Awesome. What does it fill in the holes? Fill in the holes. Sorry. Fill in the holes. I put lotion on my hands because I didn't want to be ashy while writing. And you guys can see my hand. And now my hands are slippery, so I can't write. So defeated the entire purpose. Number 3 says end with need on top. End with need on top. Start with given. Sorry, y'all. End with need on top. Fill in the holes. multiply across, divide by bottom units. Okay, I put it in the chat. There you go. Sorry. Whenever you get a chance, can you show numbers 1, 2, and 3? The show. I put the steps in the chat. There's a mediocre glare. There you go, Anna. You're welcome. All right, let's get started. So we have to figure out our given and our need. What is our given in this problem? What is the given in this problem?
59 grams.
Good job. Ouch. 459 grams of SCL. Now, your need is kind of hard to figure out because this problem just says convert grams to mole. So it's going to be moles of SCL. Okay. Moles of SCL. All right, so we're going to start with our given. So we have 459 grams of SCL. We have our little T-tag rule. Do I need to draw the bottom bar? Probably. Okay. Now, since I have grams of SCL up here, I have to have grams of SCL down there. Now, this is the fun part. Because I have grams of SCL, I have to have moles of the same compound on top. Okay, so let's write us a note in the margins. When grams are involved, must have moles of same compound. That's the sentence. When grams are involved, you must, when grams are involved, you must have moles of the same compound. I'll put that in the chat too. When grams are involved, must have moles of same compound. Okay. All right, let's keep going. All right, now, step 2 says to cancel units diagonally, which we did, grams and grams. Step 3 says to end with the need on top. Well, let's check. I need moles of SCL, and I have moles of SCL, which means I can stop. Now we need to fill in the holes. Okay. You should have some space up here on your paper. So that's where we're going to place this info. Okay. When you have grams over moles or moles over grams, what are you going to use? Who remembers? What are you going to use when you have grams over moles or moles over grams? Anybody remember? Yes. Molar mass. I'm going to put a cloud around it. You don't have to put a cloud around it, but I would. It's super glary. Wow, look at that. Amazing. I just closed my curtain. All right, so now let's find the molar mass of SCl. So underneath SCl, sulfur, chlorine. We got to find the mass of sulfur and the mass of chlorine. Sulfur is one of those. Sulfur is 32066. Chlorine, 35.453. Everybody okay? Anybody need me to run it back? Everybody's okay. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to multiply. And then I'm going to add. What do you get when you add these together? I have my answer. Do you have your answer?
68.019.
Yeah. Ooh, I got 67. That could have been because I typed something wrong. I got 67.519. Did you put 32, not 33?
Hold up, I'm gonna do it again.
Okay. Yes, it does, Anna.
Yeah, I got 68. Oh, is that a 4?
Yes.
4, 5, 3?
Yes.
I thought it was a 9. My fault.
I mean, I also can't write very well, so sorry.
I thought that was a 9 the whole time.
It's okay. Try it again, see what happens. That would make your answer make sense, though. Y'all better be looking this stuff up on a periodic table.
Yeah.
Y'all just be waiting for me to give you the answers.
I got 57.519.
Good. I better be looking this stuff up on a periodic table. Not just copying aimlessly. All right. Now, this number, yes, you should circle on your paper. This number is now going to go there. Okay. So 67.519 grams. And then it's going to be 1 mole. Some of you all butchered that on your grams to moles quiz. So I'm gonna let you retry that. So there's that. Okay. It is always going to be, go ahead and add a 1 in front of this mole. Add a 1. Put a 1 right there. So when grams are involved, must have 1 mole of the same compound because it's always going to be 1 mole. Always going to be 1 mole. Always going to be 1 mole. Okay. Always going to be 1 mole. All right. Now that 5 says to multiply across, divide by the bottom. So when we multiply across, and then the bottom, there's nothing to multiply that by, so it's just going to be itself, which is going to give us what? What did you guys get? Those are 9s. Those are 9s. 9s. What did you guys get? What did you get when you divided those two? Samesies. Okay, here's the deal. The rounding thing, right? So we have 3 digits in our question. So that means we're going to have 3 digits in our answer. So when I round that, it's going to be 6.80 because that 8 pushes the 9 up to a 10, which is going to in turn turn the 7 to an 8. So it's 6.80 units mole of SCI. I mean SCl. Box it. 6.8 moles. 6.80 moles. 80 moles of SCl. Oof, that's gross looking. SCl. Still gross looking. SCl. That's better. All right, I'm about to flip the page. Holla now or forever hold your peace. I'm about to flip the page. You should be flipping the page too. Okay. All right, number 2. Number 2 says, April is making tea that has 145.8 G CH3OP. The recipe calls for moles. How many moles does she have? Oh my gosh, that's so much fun. Okay, so April is making tea. So we need to figure out our given. Our given and our need. What's our given in this question? April is making tea and has 145.8 grams of chop. Here's the question. What is the given? Good. 145.8 grams, and we're going to be specific. CH3OP. Right? It's a 3. What do I need? Well, it says how many moles does she have? So I need moles of chop. Okay. So now I start with my given. So I have 145.8 grams of CH3OP. Does anybody want to walk me through this? Any brave souls? You can walk me through it in the chat or unmute yourself. Who wants it? Who wants it? Who wants it? Who wants it? Does anybody want it? Okay, about 5 seconds to claim it. Anybody? No? Does that mean we're not quite confident yet? It's fine. Okay, on the right. What am I gonna have here? That's gonna go on top. On bottom, I'm gonna have grams of chop so that it'll cancel out. And like you said, I put moles of chop on top. What's my rule? It's always going to have moles involved when there are grams involved. Moles are the same compound. It's always going to be 1 mole of the same compound. All right, now I check myself. What am I looking for? I'm looking for to make sure my need is on top. Now I can stop. All right, so I have grams and moles. So I'm going to use the molar mass to fill in this hole. Who wants to walk me through the molar mass? Chop. Go ahead.
Put C and then you put 1 next to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then is that 15.9? Or is that 16?
Oh, you trying to do oxygen. Go ahead and write out
Oh.
your elements, right?
Okay, so you put 3
Yeah.
right there and then O1 and then P1.
Good job. Now let's find the masses. I'll find them for you. I got you.
Okay.
I got you. So the first one for carbon is 12.011. Hydrogen is 1.008. Oxygen is 15.999. Phosphorus, 30.974. Okay, now what do I do, Anna? I was Anna talking to, wasn't it?
You have to multiply
Yes.
them and then add them.
Good job. Multiplication. Okay, I'm not gonna do this because I want you to get me my final answer. I will give you 60 seconds to put a final answer in the chat. These are 60 real seconds. To give me my final answer. What is the molar mass of CHOP? Of CHOP. My final answer. My final answer. All right, Anna's got an answer. So when you do it, let's make sure we do. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay. So then this one's going to be 3.024. What do you get when you add them together? And how are you getting, what are you getting 35 for?
62.008. That's what I got.
Same Z's. Anna, what you getting 35 for?
I don't know. I added all of it together.
I don't know if you put decimal places. Make sure, go back and make sure you put your
Oh,
decimals
wait.
in.
That's where I messed up. I got it.
Cool. I got 62.008. Okay, answer me this, everyone in the chat. Does this number, 62.008, does it go on top or on bottom? Does it go on top up here
On the
with the
bottom.
1 or on bottom? And I think it's on the bottom. Great. Good job. 62.008. I had to squeeze it in there. All right. Running out of room. Multiply across. Divide by the bottom. Casey, I think you already had your final answer, didn't you? What'd you get? 45.8. I think you're right, Casey. Yep. You did that, boo. I got 2.351. What'd y'all get? Casey got 2.351. What did you get? What's your question, boo? I assume you're typing your question. Everybody okay with this? Yes, no. Yes, no, because I need to go over another one. Let's do skill 3. Go ahead, ask your question, Infinity. Or I assume you're typing it. Okay, go back to your list over here. Put skill 2. When you're multiplying across, you multiply it by 1. What did you multiply the bottom by? Because there's nobody right here. I don't know if you can see this now. Because there's nobody right here, you're basically multiplying it times 1. So that's why we can just bring it over. It doesn't have anybody to multiply by. Skill number 2, y'all got to do number 3 and number 4. Does that help, Infinity? Awesome. And number 5. Okay. We're going to do number 3, skill number 3 now. Cool. Good, great question, Infinity. Good question. All right, so let's do skill 3. Skill 3 is mole to mass. Use the same rules, so we're not going to rewrite them because that would be wasting time and we only have a few seconds. So Ms. Stanley has 5.61 moles of H2Cl. How many grams of H2Cl does she have? Well, great question. So let's start with our given and our need. What is my given? What is my given? What is my given? The question is in the chat if you need to see it again. It says Ms. Stanley has 5.61 moles of H2Cl. How many grams of H2Cl does she have? Fantabulous. 5.61. Good. H2Cl. And I need, whatever I need is usually after how many. So that's grams of H2Cl. Okay. Let's start with my given. And my given 5.61 moles of H2Cl. Okay. Because I have moles of H2Cl up here, I have to have moles of H2Cl in the basement. And now I got to ask myself, well, what do I need? I need grams of the same compound. So because it's grams,
you put the mole on top.
We don't put the mole on top this time because it has to cancel out. Mole only goes on top when we need grams to cancel out.
Which is in the okay. Yeah.
You see the difference? So here I have moles starting out with. So in order for moles to cancel out, it has to be in the basement, right? So you always just have to remember you need things to cancel, and they can only cancel diagonally. So now I'm going to have grams of H2Cl on top. Since I have it on top, I can stop. That being said, I have grams and moles, so I need to find the molar mass. So I have H2Cl, hydrogen, chlorine, two of those, one of those. Everybody okay? Is it 453? I feel like it's 453. We multiply across. Add them up. What'd you get when we add them? I know I moved kind of quick. So I added them. I got 2.016 plus 35.453. Yep, that's what I got, Casey. Casey, tell me this. Is this number gonna go on top or on bottom? What do you think? This number. Is it gonna go on top or on bottom? Yes. Good job. Be confident. That is exactly correct. It does go on top. It's gonna go on top because it's gonna go with grams. So goes on top. Okay. Now, I'm always gonna have 1 mole. Always gonna have 1 mole. That's a 9. As you can see, I'm running out of space. We're gonna multiply across. 5.61 times 37.469. I got 210.201 divided by 1, because 1 times this invisibleness is 1. When I divide those, I get 210 grams of H2Cl. Okay, here's the deal. Class is pretty much over, but I will be having tutoring today from 2:15 to 3:45. I'm going to work this document. Okay? So if you want to come to tutoring from 2:15 to 3:45, I will be working this here document. I'm not going to record that class because it's tutoring. Where's the problems? What's the poem? You talking about the percent to mass, mass to mole, divide by small? That one? Is that the one you're talking about? The percent to mass for empirical formulas? No, at the bottom of the test. Go ahead and ask your question, Infinity. At the bottom of the test. You talking about what are the steps for finding the empirical formula, Casey? Poem. It says write your name and the poem. Oh, the poem is the percent to mass, mass to mole, divide by small, multiplied to the whole. That's the poem. Mm-hmm. I was like, what? Poem? I wrote the instructions. I should know. Go ahead, Infinity. Oh, you're typing. Okay, so this is what I need you guys to do. Finish this. It is due Thursday. As I've said, this is your assessment. Okay, so finish this. It is due Thursday. So when you divide it, if you multiply across, did you drop the numbers at the decimal? When I multiplied across, I only had 2 more digits at the end of that. I had like 09 or yeah, 210.20109. I did because I knew I would have to round it at the end. I mean, you could have put 09 there. 09. Yeah. And then round at the end. Probably so, girl. Where? Which one are you on? Number 5. Johnny. Lil Fizz. How many moles does he have? What did I misspell? How many moles does he have? No lies. Go ahead, ask your question. Hey guys, we are out of time. Tutoring today is from 2:15 to 3:45. Go ahead and sign out if you don't have any more questions. Oh, Infinity, that's because the final answer needs 3 digits. So our given has 3 digits, so our final answer needs 3 digits. You give the moles and ask for moles. Oh, that's lame. Casey, that's lame. Okay. Do change that to grams. See, this is why I love having y'all for first block. Oh, you see where it says how many moles? Change it to how many grams. You the realist. Anna said when it, thank you, Casey. Thank you. Anna said, whenever you are writing down the element mass, how do we know how many numbers to write? You write them all. And you write all the numbers that you're given from the periodic table that I gave you. So you should be using the periodic table that I give you. And you'll write down all the digits that are on there. And you'll transfer all of the digits to your problem. Ones did we have? And I forgot to write them down. I think you'll be able to figure out which ones are left. And what are we changing? Casey said it. Number 5, it says Lil Fizz has 2.64 moles of Mg. How many moles does he have? We're changing that to how many grams does he have? Also, if you just wanted a free problem, I will let you do that too. Is it okay? And Infinity, does that answer your question? I didn't answer your question at all. 3, 4, and 5 from section 2. When you were typing it, I'm in your book. Yeah. My bad. I'm in your OneNote. I forgot to tell you. I figured you'd be okay with it. Oh, I'm sorry. I never told you at the beginning of class. That's my fault. Infinity is 3, 4, and 5. My bad, Casey. My bad. Yeah. Sorry about that. You're like, what in the world is going on? You're welcome, boo. Come to tutoring today. If you need it, come to tutoring, please. 2:15 to 3:45. I will be there working these very problems. You can have your test finished today. You're finishing this. It's not due today, Anastasia. It's not due today. But you are working on completing as much as you can because tomorrow it will be due. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And you really understand this unit, Anna. That's why your score on one of your tests doesn't make sense to me. So I'll reset it for you to get another attempt, but focus on this first and then we'll reset it, okay? Yes, they're in your quizzes section in your OneNote, and it's titled the Unit 5 test. The link to your OneNote is on the main page of Schoology. Like, you know where the leaves are on the Schoology page? It's in a leaf. You're welcome, boo. Have a good day. You know how to email me if you have any questions, but come to tutoring if you need to, okay? 2:15. Bye.